there. So today I wanted to talk about how I figured out I was actually genderqueer, or how I came to terms with it, or whatever you want to say. Sorry, I'm using my hands a lot. Top of my hands a lot. But yeah, sorry, just totally kicked the camera, the computer. But yeah, I wanted to talk about how my phone's vibrating. Just put that on silent. How I realized, that's a good word, realized I was genderqueer. Growing up, I was always, really big tomboy. Let me see if I can adjust this better. I hear my sister's Taylor Lautner poster. That's not mine, I swear. But yeah, basically growing up, I was always a really big tomboy. I was, running around with the boys, playing soccer with the boys, not wearing anything really super girly. I used to go to church when I was a kid, and my mom would shove me into these horribly girly dresses until she realized I was miserable in them. I remember one time in specific in 2nd grade, she wanted to put me in this, my school had uniforms, and one of the options was a little dress. My mom shoved me in the uniform dress, and I cried that day. I cried until she let me take it off, and I got to change into pants. And after that, I wore dress a few times sporadically until I stopped going to church when I was 10. And then the last time I wore dress was almost 4 years ago. I was 13. Now I'm turning 17 in October. But yeah, I'm getting away from the point. I was always a really big tomboy, and I came out as a bisexual at the beginning of my 7th grade year, and then later on that year I came out as fully lesbian, and I was sort of feminine in 7th grade, not by choice, but because I was bullied nasty. I was bullied really bad to the point I had people physically, people throwing their food at me, throwing crap at me, not literal crap, but throwing stuff at me. I had this one guy kick me in the side of my temple one time. I didn't even know who he was. And just really bad. I was bullied. That was in 6th grade. So 7th grade I tried being more feminine, because before it even came out, I had people calling me, carpet muncher, dyke, fag, stuff like that. But, so I tried being really feminine in 7th grade, and had eyeshadow and eyeliner and everything. And I realized that's not who I was. So 8th grade I stopped wearing all this makeup, and I got more, into myself. I started wearing, more androgynous clothing when it came to school anyways. But I was still wearing a lot of a lot of feminine clothing until around last year. My sister cut my hair up to here-ish. My mom, maybe a little right here. My mom freaked out. You look like a little boy. Oh my god. It was bad. It was a bad haircut too, but whatever. Back to the point. That's when I started becoming quite butchy. I had this one pair of cargo pants that I would always wear because they were really loose on me and they kind of sagged, and I liked it. I don't know. And I started buying, looser t-shirts and such. The one I'm wearing right now, for example, is really tight on me because I bought it years ago. And I'm only wearing it because I haven't done laundry in a month and a half. But yeah, so I started, getting more masculine. I had people, calling me dyke again and stuff, but it wasn't that bad. Just regular stupid kids teasing, but it wasn't anything super serious. And this year is when it really all went down. I had my hair, my mom had not let me cut my hair since 9th grade when my sister gave me a really bad haircut. So my hair was down to halfway down my breasts already, right there. And it was super long, and I hated it. So then finally I convinced my mom, split ends and everything. I told her, I was like, I have split ends and blah blah blah. So finally she let me cut it, and I cut it right around here to my shoulders perfectly, and had a little rat tail and stuff. And I was pretty happy with that for, like a week. And then I realized I really don't like this. Like, it being, like, I've never had any dysphoria really, like, not a major amount, but my hair, I know it's a really weird thing to say because it's not like my body wise, but my hair was a big source of my insecurity. I was miserable with it until one day, I sat down, my mom talked to her, and she was like, "No, you're not gonna cut your hair." And I told her, "Mom, if you don't cut it off, I'm gonna shave my head," because I was so miserable. And finally, she let me go and get it cut. I had a little like flip thing. It was actually pretty cute. I like that hairstyle. Yeah, that happened, and I started realizing that, my sister and I would always joke around, "Oh, Jessica, you're such a little boy," and stuff, and I started realizing, you know what, yeah, I am a boy. I'm a boy and I'm a girl. And I started getting more and more envious of my brother's clothing, the fact that he could dress a certain way, and I own maybe like 5 items of clothing from the men's department, and I wish I owned more. And I realized I'm not just a tomboy because of the way I dress, and it's not just because of the way I dress and the way I look and everything. It's like inside, I realize, I'm fine with being a female, but I'm a male. I'm a girl and I'm a boy. I think, they kind of overlap inside of me. And, I think that's why I always even before I came out to myself, I would tell my sister, like, "Oh, I feel really handsome today." And it'd be like, I want to be pretty. I want to be handsome. I don't want to be pretty. I want to say, "Wow, he's good looking." And one day I was just on Facebook, and I have this page like LGBT news, great page, you guys should like it. And this one kid's story popped up, and he's talking about being gender fluid and stuff, and I was like, "Oh, I don't know what gender fluid is." So I looked it up, and I realized it was a branch of genderqueer, and I looked up what genderqueer was, and I was like, wow, this really fits. And I know genderqueer is an umbrella term, but I don't have any specific label inside of being genderqueer. I just consider myself genderqueer. But I started researching and stuff, and after a couple weeks of intense research, I realized this is what I am. This is a good term to describe myself, and it's surprising. I didn't have any kind of depression over it, or, a lot of people struggle with coming out to themselves about being genderqueer or whatever. For me, it was a relief, a relief that I found something to put myself, like a box to put myself in, because subconsciously, that's all every human does, is look for a box to put themselves in, a label, something. It makes us feel better. And yeah, so I found my box, and it felt good, and here we are. I haven't started coming out to too many people, but that's a story for another time. And yeah, I don't know if I kind of just babbled most of this video, but that's pretty much how I not came to terms, but realized that I'm genderqueer, and I'm okay with it. I'm a boy and I'm a girl. That's fine. One body, 2 people, but not in a I don't know how to describe it, and I guess most of us can't describe it. Most genderqueer people can't describe exactly who they are. But this is who I am. I'm no one else but myself. Wow, that was corny. Alright, I guess that's it for now. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, but pretty much no one's watching my videos yet, which sucks. But if anyone sees this video and has any questions, let me know and I'll try to answer. Bye.